Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to run through a couple of additional things to do with these little guys, the Fleacons, and also the newer version which I'm yet to publish the review on. If you missed the full review on these guys, you can click that just up here and go and have a look. There's been a lot of questions that have come out about these, and the most popular question has been, what do they look like when you stick them under a cone? So what I did late last night was come back to work when the sun was just heading down, and we set them up in our driveway here to have a bit of a look. These ones here that we're looking at are the newer version. So they're these guys, and what you'll be able to see here is, as well as having LEDs around the outside, these also have 4 high-powered red LEDs that can shine up from the top, so you can turn them on and off. And they're the ones that we tested first. Yesterday I ran around and grabbed a couple of cones so that we could try different cones with these, just to give you a half reasonable sort of expectation about what to expect if you chose to do this on your work site. So I've got 2 very well used KWN Revolution cones, which are approved by TMR. I've got 2 brand new Revolution cones. I've got 2 brand new Evo cones, which are from Outsource One, again approved by TMR. And I've got 2 750ml cones that I picked up at Bunnings. We'll come back to those in another review. We're going to have a look at some of the stuff that Bunnings sells in the traffic control space and highlight what we think about those particular products. But look, the purpose of this is to have a look at these guys and these guys under a traffic cone to give you an idea of what they look like at night. We've set them up so that they're synchronized, so that they're a running light. And you can see in that video there how good they look. That first cone that I'm putting down on top of the first one, that is a well-worn cone. The second one that I've put down is the Bunnings cone. The third one that I've put down is a new KWN cone, and the fourth one that I've put there is a new Outsource One cone. And I didn't put a cone on the last one just to give you a reference point. But they light up really well. These LEDs on top here, they're very high powered. Look, the LEDs lighted up really well. I was actually quite surprised at how well they did get lit up. Yeah, they look good. The next ones we try are these original ones, which the review came up really well for these. They're really durable, they're waterproof, and for the price, they're pretty good. You can see under that cone, they're not great. So that's a blue one under the first one. Obviously with the PVC that makes up the actual cone, it doesn't really matter what color they are. It's going to shine through that cone as orange. I'm just trying to get the right flash pattern there. Just skip forward a little bit. So you can see these also light up the cone. They light up the cone reasonably well, not as well as the other one. These don't have any upward shining lights. These only shine outwards. I did try and set a couple up like that, but you know, they don't last. They end up falling over. The surface area there isn't so great that they're going to stand up on their edge to shine light around. And obviously these don't flash in sync with each other. As Chris made the comment on LinkedIn early this morning, it does make it appear a bit more haphazard. I certainly like these ones for their ability to be able to either flash all at the same time or to flash sequentially with each other. That's a huge advantage. Both of them highlight a cone reasonably well. So these do have a solid on. You could put that under your cone and it would just light the cone up. That would obviously work reasonably well. All you've got then is a lit up cone. It's not going to draw your attention the way that a flashing one would. Yeah, I'm not sure about these for that purpose. I certainly think the other ones, which we'll just skip back there to them and have a bit of a look, that's them there, they actually look really good. It would be hard to argue the effectiveness of that in a taper in terms of which direction a motorist is being instructed to go, even though they've passed a lane stat and probably a VMS board, and there's an arrow board in the taper anyway. That to me it looks brilliant. And it's still a little, you can see the sun up just over there. It's still semi day. It's not pitch black. It's and I sort of wanted to do it when there was a bit of ambient light around, just to get a bit of an idea. I think they're brilliant. They look good, and I think we've got a good cross section of cones, new cones, old cones, good cones and bad cones, to give you a bit of an idea of what they look like. Look, I suspect this will work with 99% of the cones that all of you guys have out on the road today, because you're buying from really one of three places anyway. So that's it. Look out for this review coming. Again, if you want to see the full review of this, you can click that up there, have a bit of a look, let us know your comments and thoughts on that. I just wanted to get this out there because there's been a lot of questions about it. So there you have it. What do they look like under a cone? That's what they look like under a cone. I think they're brilliant. As always, guys, thanks very much for taking the time to have a look. Don't forget to subscribe to Traffic Talk here and check out our latest videos up there. Thanks for watching Traffic Talk.